Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between our visitors and the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, Merritt. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Off the play fake, Merritt. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now let's take a look here at the Bills' offense.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score from any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
And what a tough environment to roll into. On the road, playing one of the better teams in the league, obviously, because this is the playoffs. So what do teams talk about? Bringing their own momentum, bringing their own energy on the road, because you know you won't get any from the home crowd.
He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Ross. From the gun, he'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And this is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. And this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They come in as the 3 seed, and this will very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this one. But while they wanted one of those top 2 spots, they're still in a pretty good position.
They are, and let's face it, any team that gets into the playoffs, as far as I'm concerned, they're in a good position because they're doing what the rest of the league wants. A lot of people are sitting at home watching them, but you made a good point. Everyone is vying for one of the top 2 spots. You get an opening, you get a week off, don't have to play that opening week, and then you get a chance to collect yourself and see how everything else falls. But all in all, number 3 spot, they'll take it and run with it.
Yeah, maybe they get a win here and get some momentum. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check. We got four. Now.
Right back to him on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run on the draw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Come on, the ball. Check the backer.
They'll run on first down. Hicks. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Second and 2. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. From the gun, Merritt. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
91.
Looking to throw. Merritt. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Ross now from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down, Ross. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 8. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Merritt. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to throw. Merritt. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Merritt. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's the first of 2 games here on this wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And it's the Indianapolis Colts who are moving on to the next round as they were able to knock out the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wildcard game. it's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Ross. Operating from the gun. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage. Sets
him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now Ross on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Ross, off play action. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Ross. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
To throw on second down. Merritt. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Hicks. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? 10 shoot start.
I got you, son.
Get it. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Hicks. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still 2nd down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Merritt. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Merritt. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays. They're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Merritt. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, it's Hicks, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly controlled right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the Chargers now down by 2 touchdowns. 1:40 remaining. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Ross on 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Ross. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Ross. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Looking to throw. Ross. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Ross. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.